Welcome to this training of the teacher functionality in MyFlexLearning. First time you log into MyFlexLearning, you will see a tour appear, which will take you through as you click Next and show you the different areas of the system. Clicking back will take you backwards through the tour. At any time, you can click Exit to exit the tour. The next time you log in, the tour will not automatically launch, but you may launch it by clicking on Launch Tour and proceeding through the tour. On the homepage of MyFlexLearning, you will see any classes you are scheduled to teach during your Flex block today and a status of any of your students. In the messages box to the right, you can communicate with students or other staff members. To take attendance in MyFlexLearning, either click on the attendance icon next to the name of the class you are assigned today, or click on Take Attendance under Tasks. When you come to your roster, you will notice a button indicating that attendance has not yet been taken for today. As you take attendance by clicking on the Absent or Tardy button, you will notice the indicator changes to show that attendance has been taken. For perfect attendance, simply click on Take Attendance and manually click the indicator button to show that attendance has been taken. Your school may or may not give you the option to rate a student's engagement in your Flex class. You may look at your roster either on a list view or a card view based on your preference. Now that you've taken attendance in MyFlexLearning, the next thing you may want to do is schedule your students in your Flex block. The most common way teachers wish to schedule students is to pull them. I can do this by clicking on Schedule Students to go to my calendar, and then click on any day for which I want to pull students into my FlexBlock class. When I click on the 25th here, I will see a roster of students already scheduled with me for that day. By clicking on the Add Students button, I can find any students I wish to pull to me by searching by name or other student attribute, or using some of the great filters MyFlexLearning provides, such as filters that allow me to see students I advise or students that I'm the guidance counselor for. Some of the most useful filters for a classroom teacher are the ability to filter by SIS class roster. Here I filter down to a class that I'm the teacher for, and I can also see the student's current term performance in that class. I can even take it one step further and filter by that current term performance. Here, I'm looking for any student who has less than a 70 in this class. Once I find the students I'm looking for, I can select them and click Add. The system will ask me how long I wish to add them to my class for. I'm going to say 1 day only. I can decide what to do if my enrollment max has been reached. I can put in an optional reason for change, and I will also lock the students into place. Once I click OK, we'll notice the students have been enrolled in my class, and they have a note icon that shows the reason, and also a lock icon that shows they have been locked by me into this class. We'll also see the lock icon on the student's schedule. No student or other teacher can override my lock. A student on their mobile device will receive a notification when their schedule has been changed, informing them of that change. When logging into the mobile device, they can view this notification and the schedule change themselves. They can mark this as read or reply. Notice that if a student is locked, they cannot change their schedule. Even if a student isn't on your roster, you can also view and edit a student's FlexBlock schedule. The easiest way to find a student is to search from the home page. I can search by student name, and when I find the student I'm looking for, I can view their schedule. I can also click on any day and change the class that they have during their FlexBlock. When I click on Change Class, I'm presented with a list of all classes that meet on this day during FlexBlock. I can filter by class types until I find what I'm looking for. Here I am going to enroll this student in a writing center. I have the ability to put in a reason for the enrollment. So when I enter this student in the writing center, I will also say he is looking for help on his college essays. When I am done, I click Change Schedule, and I will see the change of the schedule reflected on the student's schedule. Another way I can view and edit student schedules is by looking at my roster for my FlexBlock classes. By going to my calendar and clicking on the day which I want to view, I can see the students who are currently enrolled in my FlexBlock. If I want to move several students from my roster to another roster, I can select the students' cards by clicking on them, click the button that says Reschedule Students, and then I am presented with the same list that I saw when scheduling an individual student, where I can find and select the FlexBlock class I want to enroll these students in. Follow the same features of entering a reason, and when I'm done, I click Change Schedule, and I will see that those students are now removed from my roster and are in their new class. MyFlexLearning also provides teachers and guidance counselors with great tools to quickly see the status of their students in FlexBlock. You will notice right on the homepage, a teacher is given a My Student status. And specifically for this day, the system will try to inform a teacher of students who are not scheduled. The My Students side link allows a teacher or guidance counselor to come in and view students that they are connected to and their status in FlexBlock scheduling. A teacher can either search by name to filter the list down to specific students who match that search criteria, or filter by the great filters that MyFlexLearning provides. Depending on who the staff member is, maybe they're an advisor, they could filter to just students they advise, or a guidance counselor could filter to students that they counsel. Teachers who are academic teachers can also look at all of their academic students. So any students who take a class coming from your student information system with this teacher. You'll notice on this list view, teachers can also see the student's status for either the current cycle or the next cycle, depending on how you run your FlexBlock. Any student with an orange X indicates the student is unscheduled during that FlexBlock period. So for any of these students, if I click on their schedule, like Blake Coffey here, I can see he has not made a selection or been scheduled into anything for his flex period. Now, I, as the teacher, could do that right here if I need to. I also can filter by grade levels, by tags, and again, look at a student's cycle status for flex scheduling. A few other features of the MyFlexLearning system will help you manage your classroom during your FlexBlock. The first thing you will notice is we have an area where you can put a note to yourself as to the plan for today's class. Today we're going to talk about time management. In addition to that, next to the name of the class, I have the ability to send a message to all students in the class. This message can include things such as a link to a video I want the students to view before coming to class. When I click send, this message will be sent to all students on the roster of today's class. Students using the MyFlexLearning mobile app will also get a real-time notification on their device of this message. MyFlexLearning also provides a meeting link field, which will allow teachers to provide a meeting link for their class. This could be a Google Meet or a Zoom or any type of virtual meeting. When a student views their calendar, they will see a join link which will allow them to launch that meeting. MyFlexLearning also provides a mobile app that can be downloaded for Apple or Android devices. The MyFlexLearning mobile app for teachers allows teachers to schedule their students, take attendance, teachers can also change student schedules from the mobile app. By clicking on a student's calendar, a teacher can change which class a student will attend during their flex block right from their mobile device. In addition, mobile notifications allow teachers and students to be notified of schedule changes or any messages sent right on their mobile device. Teachers can reply to a message from a student directly from their device. To access MyFlexLearning's help documentation, click on the question mark link in the upper corner of the system. Here you will find a complete database of all MyFlexLearning documentation. You can search on keywords or look by user type, such as teachers. When I click on any article within the MyFlexLearning help documentation, I have a full article of the functionality and a video for all functionality also. Thank you for watching this training of MyFlexLearning. For more information, connect with us on social media or visit us at myflexlearning.com.